Ew, 7 back again. Another issue that I would say my friend suffers from, which he really does. I think more than most people that I've met in the game. But to be fair, most people suffer from this over encumbered problem. And I thought about this a while and I thought, well, you know what? Instead of being that fucking dickhead that comes out here and says, makes the you need to do this fucking video thumbnail. And I really personally fucking hate when people use the word need. If you're not referring to like oxygen or food or water, you don't need any fucking thing, asshole. But I don't want to tell other people that you need to like do this and do that and do this and do that and you cannot be over encumbered. I'm just going to show how I handle the issue and where I'm at and why it's not an issue for me at all. And then you can make of it what you want to and apply what works for you and what doesn't. But like for me personally, what the first thing that I do and I mean this I saved this character a whole day of events before doing this so that I had shit to show. But normally I come here and do this like once a day. But like if I stroll through here and I see things that just don't really have effects that I care about, like I don't care to learn any of those three really. So I'll just put that in the script machine, right? And like I'll get careless, when it basically, I just look at the first star, and usually I do this, until it's full. Um, in most days I would have way more anyway, but so I mean I just dump a whole bunch of crap in this thing, until it's done, and then I go scrap the rest of it, and I scrap everything. Come on, keyboard, cooperate here. Like, I mean, we're at the point in this game, right, where whether you can or not, you can ask a friend or look in vendors for an hour and you can find any weapon that you want, like the weapon itself, or get access to it. And then you can get whatever the fuck mods you want to put on it and put them on it. Like, you don't have to pay attention to what any of this shit is, right? Like, you don't have to go, man, maybe someday I might want to add 2 stars to this and, put it in my stash and take up weight. And you need to get that out of your head. That's the first thing, or you should get that out of your head. Here, I'm doing it. But that's, I think, people's biggest problem is the, well, maybe someday I might want to do something with this. Well, someday if you actually decide to do that, you can get the thing and the stars and do it all over again. But another difference between me and I guess everybody else apparently is I carry a fucking weapon. Like, I don't switch between weapons. I don't carry like 18 different things and do melee 1 minute and then, 1 minute I'm burning things and I have a weapon, and that's huge. And then I have the perk on my armor that takes care of weapon weight, because what you get from events is legendary weapons and armor, and weapons weigh more than the armor does. So I take that perk, covers the weapon weight. And I take the bandolier, which covers the ballistic ammo, and energy ammo. I find personally I don't get as much of it, or I don't get enough of it where it becomes a problem. But I don't use it either, so if I had to drop it, it would be like a no loss situation. I think that's just game lag that doesn't register my, but like, and then like I'll do this here. I don't know why versus doing it to scrap box. But then I hit here and I check if I learned anything, and if I did, I put it in there. And then I put everything in here. And then I come over here and I put everything in here. And I put these in here because I use survival syringes. I don't carry any stim packs on me whatsoever at all. I mean, honestly, if you're a bloodied build, anything is either going to not fuck you up enough that the healing things that you have in the game will replenish. You don't need a stim pack. You know what I mean? In like general combat, like if you're going to go battle some super mutants or something. And if anything's enough to fuck you up, it's going to one-shot your ass. So you don't need to carry around 200 stim packs as a bloody build. You don't have to do that. And then like I'll check this guy if I have things that I can sell to him, which I don't, I guess. And then I put everything that I don't need. Well, I could have sold him these, but I don't need the money. So, but I put everything else that I don't need. Well, I better lock that. But I put everything that I don't need in here. Like that shit's junk. And plans and shit like that actually does have weight. And then ammo. 20 pounds. And I would think I have more ammo than I would, what do I have? I don't need to have this on me. But that's my, after I've scrapped down, that's what I'm at. 20 pounds out of 283. I carry one weapon. I carry my armor that I'm wearing. That's it. Like, I don't have, maybe I'll use it armor. I don't have an extra set of armor. I just didn't scrap it armor. I don't have anything in here except what's on my character. Whoops. I don't know why the keys aren't the same from one menu to the other. Apparel doesn't really have any weight. So I just... Oops. I just have this, all here just because I haven't put it in my stash yet. But, I don't do temporary buffs. Like, if it lasts an hour or 15 minutes or 20 minutes, I don't fuck with that shit. So I don't carry food or drink, or I don't piss with that game. Survival syringes keep you fully fed and satiated. So I don't have any food and drink, and I'm down to one survival syringe because I had the perk. I forgot and had the perk off, and just used them all up until I'd realized. But I mean, all I carry is some leader bobbleheads, a few lunch boxes, and a few scout banners. That's all I carry in aid. Miscellaneous, you can't really do much. Like this shit is gonna end up in the stash box. It's just I haven't been there yet. Like this crap I'll drop because you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? But like the other big thing that gets people is this. Is if you have plans, either you read them, or you put them in your vending machine, or you put them in a fucking donation box. Or if you need to give them to a different character, you can put them in your... But you don't carry around plans. Plans have weight. 4 plans is a pound. I see people carrying around 200 plans and they wonder why their character's always overweight. I watched my buddy go after an event. After every single event, he's got to go scrap down because he can't leave the event. And I look and he's got 852 plans on him. And he's got 486 pieces of armor that he just won't get rid of. Like, I don't understand. Like, it's voluntarily carrying around shit that you don't have to have. That's what it is. Like, if you don't have to have it, don't carry it. I have one gun, which means I have no ammo on me except for the one gun that I use. So when I leave here with 20 pounds out of 283, now I can go do events for my whole 6-hour session, and then I can come back here and do scrap down one time instead of having to scrap down after every event, taking 20 minutes out of my day, every single event that I got to stand there and scrap all the shit down to get 32 pounds of free space so that I can leave the fucking event. Like, I don't understand how people play this game. Like, I don't understand the need to care. If you don't need things, like, it takes you 1 second to fast travel to your camp or your survival tent and get in your stash box and get access to anything you want. You don't have to carry everything on you. You can put it in your stash box. If you don't need access to it inside of an event, it doesn't need to be on you, because before and after the event you can travel to get it. If you, the only things you need on you are things you're going to want while the event is taking place. I don't switch guns in an event. I get in the event and I shoot at the thing I'm supposed to shoot at until the event ends. That's what I do. Like, I don't complicate things. I don't run the raid. I don't need to have 4 different sets of power armor for each section of the raid. I don't partake in things that aren't fun. Like, I've been here since the beginning, like the whole time. Like, I don't, like, everybody's end game is different. I don't want raids. I don't want bosses that take 3 million rounds to kill. Like, I want an event that's like a slow queen. I want an event where the queen comes and lands and just spawns mob after mob after mob after mob for 20 fucking minutes and then flies away. Like, that's what I want. I want an event that's like a queen that I can do in my private server, where I put her on the ground and keep her on the ground for 20 minutes and walk away from the event with 20 levels or more, just because of all the mobs that keep spawning. To me, that's endgame. I don't want a boss. I want 1,000 enemies. I want a mob. I have a real problem ranting in my videos. But that was what I wanted to talk about, was about weight. And I'll show the armor here, because I guess that's kind of relevant. Yeah, the weapon weights is the only thing that I have on the armor that affects that sort of stuff. But what I find is that one, like I said, that one's the most important. And then from the perks, I just take the, come on. I just take the, bandolier to take care of the ballistic damage, or ballistic ammo. I don't, like I said, I don't find that I get enough, energy ammo to uncover me. And if I did, I would just drop it because I don't use it. But that's where I'm at. And like, I watch Twitch streams and I watch people struggle, and like 20% of their Twitch stream is just inventory management because they're always over encumbered. And I'm like, just get rid of all of the stuff. If you don't need it inside of that 5-minute event window, don't have it on your character. Simple. Problem solved. Forever. Now you can go enjoy the game. You know? But, man, I really, I gotta get a handle on the ranting. Until the next one, I've been Seven.
I'm old, I know, got more years than teeth, but I still show up for this little screen. Thanks for watching me, thanks for watching me. Hit subscribe, come back, thanks for watching me. Get off my lawn, get off my lawn. I'm old, I know now, shut the gate, hit subscribe, then go have a